All right, we're ready for our final match of the day on All-Star Wrestling. And it's going to be, well, you could probably guess from the reaction of the fans. There he is, 280 pounds of Mongolian meanness. The Mongolian Stomper. The Stomper against colorful Frank Hickey. 258 pounds. Hickey, 258. Being checked out by the referee. Hickey feels more comfortable in this getup. Feels it prevents his opponent from getting a hold of his hair, and Frank has a lot of hair. The Stomper, on the other hand, keeps his pretty well shaved down. Stomper and Hickey checking each other out. Boy, when you put 280 pounds behind a kick like that, do some damage. There's the Stomper, stomping already. Hickey dropped to the canvas. Now Hickey retaliating. Some of those blows to the midsection. He's being warned about that. He was very obviously using his fist. You see it again. And again, the referee warns him. Hickey not appearing to hear. Now he switches to the forearm. Not doing too much damage with those, and it only takes one from the Stomper. Hickey flat on his back. Oops. Oops. Hand on the trunks there. And now it's Stompers with his fingers locked behind Frank Hickey's neck. Uh-oh, Hickey trying for the bear hug, and Frank is just big enough to carry this off. Carries a lot of weight and strength in those arm muscles. The Stomper's never been bear hugged before successfully, to my knowledge. Well, it's a bit of a standoff. So each man breaking away, trying for a different hold. It's Hickey who's successful. Stomper in trouble over there in the corner. First time we've really seen him bewildered. They don't know whether Hickey caught him in the eyes or what. Stomper is befuddled. And now it's Hickey outside that ring, giving him a whiplash. Wow. That hurts the neck. Now it's Stomper to the attack. Stomping that head. Boy, Hickey can't take that. He's no defense against that stomp. It's that sumo stomp. It's been the Stomper's stock in trade. That's where he got his name. The Stomper, an experienced sumo wrestler. Many times, even quicker sometimes than the eye can detect, will use some of those sumo holds to weaken an opponent. I've had some of the fellas tell me that some of these things came at him a little too fast for their own good. And it had happened and was over before they could even realize that it had happened. All of a sudden, they were on the mat trying to recover with their shoulders flat to the canvas. But it's usually that stomp. He may set him up with something else. But his pinning hold is that Mongolian stomp. That sumo stomp. Now trading forearm blows. And Hickey spending a lot of time on the mat. Sir, take your seat a moment, please. Finally meets the attack with a knee of his own. Stomper better watch his conditioning. He's been gotten too in this match more easily. Sir, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where's the officer? Sir? Sir? Sorry, we don't allow this. Officer? I know, you're willing. You talked about it once before. You just come back over here and sit down. I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't want to tangle with this fellow. One time when he came up and talked to us, found out that he had over 300 pounds packed on that crane. I've forgotten who it was he wanted to wrestle before, John. Who was the big fellow he had in here before the Stomper? I'm trying to remember. Was it Nielsen? Yes, Art Nielsen. Fella gets a little bit too aroused sometimes. As we've said before, we're always tickled to death to have you folks write in for tickets and come down and see our studio wrestling matches. All-Star Wrestling, but we do ask that you kind of keep your head a little and your seat as well. He's exhibiting an eagerness to wrestle. After we got off the air one time, John, this fella came over to me and said that he wanted very much, boy, his head really cracked that time, wow. That he wanted very much to wrestle, and would I put him in touch with the commission or the promoters? And I didn't make remarks about it to the people in charge. But of course they said that they didn't want to deal with any amateurs. All the experienced people can get in the ring, because you'd be surprised no matter how much weight you carry into the ring with you. Holy cow, this match is over. No matter how much weight you carry into the ring with you, it takes some wrestling knowledge and experience as well to do the job. And the Mongolian Stomper has just vanquished Frank Hickey in the time of the match. 7 minutes and 38 seconds. 7:38. And Hickey getting a bit of a rub down over there in the corner, trying to gather his wits about him.
Hey, I'll wrestle you.
Sir?
I'll wrestle you.
I think he's about willing to wrestle anybody. Sir, if you'll just keep your seat. All-Star Wrestling will continue in just a moment, right after we take this brief time out.
I'll wrestle you.
Sir? See, the problem is, so many times when we get the wrestlers in here, and these fellas get a little bit carried away, and a fellow like the Stomper here, who's accustomed to some violence and some activity, takes a look at him, and it looks like you're about ready to take him on yourself.
You see, Bob Gaggle brought his brother, See him sitting on the end over there?
His brother?
Yeah.
As far as I know, they're not
Just
related.
like he wrestles, too, like that guy. Well, I want to tell you something. You know, I never did like tag matches.
Yeah?
But I like single matches, and I got Bob Geigel next Thursday night, and I've been waiting for months for this. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to do to him like I done to Valentine, the Bruiser, and all the rest of them.
You've done it to all of them. There's no
I
question about it.
predicted it, and you know that. But every time I get in there by myself, I don't want any partner. I can handle anybody myself. Anybody that steps in that ring against me knows they're going to get beat.
Right.
And I've been waiting for this sneak for a long time, and I got him next Thursday night. And I'm going to tell you something. He won't be around here with his old bald head and his big pot belly talking and screaming about what he's going to do to me. Because after next Thursday night, you won't even see him in this studio. Because that's going to be the end of old Bob Geigel.
That's
And
Geigel and the
his brother, too,
Stomper.
over there. He can take him along with him.
Well, here's word right now that has just been handed to me that the promoters, having seen this fella and how big he is standing up against the ring, have decided to put him in action this coming Thursday night. And Johnny Ramirez, who was just on television moments ago, has volunteered to take him on. Holy cow. Well, as I remember, this fella weighs in at something around 300 pounds, around your weight, and Ramirez at 237.
It's all in his belly and his bald head, just like Geigel. That's where all his weight is. And I want to tell you something. After I finished with Geigel, I've been after these promoters for the last 6 months because I want a match with Lou Thez. He's been shying away from me in every city I've went. But I'm going to talk it over now, and I got a match coming up, I hope, in the near future.
There you have it, the Mongolian Stomper, and he'll be matched against Bob Geigel this coming week. I still can't believe this message. This is, come over here a minute, sir. As far as I know, this is unprecedented. And now, can you come over here a minute, sir? I know he has a little difficulty with English. Are we out of time on All-Star Wrestling? Are we out of time completely? It's all over. Well, I'm very sorry. I did want a chance to talk to you. I know you showed me your citizenship papers some months ago when we first had a chance to talk. What is your name, sir?
They just call me the Ox.
The Ox?
The Ox.
Well, I can understand why. Did you tell me once before that you packed close to 300 pounds on that frame?
Yes, I weigh over 300 pounds.
Well,
I've been all over the country. I want to wrestle, get in there
Sure.
and scuffle around with them people, and they always throw me out, and I've been in jail all over.
Listen, I know that we're running out of time here on our All-Star Wrestling, and I'd like to have a chance to talk to you. Maybe sometime you can be on television, but it's going to be this coming Thursday night. You'll be matched against Johnny Ramirez, the fellow that Geigel wrestled today. I do want to wish you good luck.
Did you get me a wrestling match?
Yes, sir. Mr. Simpson, the promoter, just watched it and was watching you today, and he's going to put you in the wrestling ring.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't have anything to do with it. That's your All-Star Wrestling for today. You never know what's going to happen. See us again next week.